You know when they say we've saved the best for last?
Yes.
This is the 18s. The track is called Upside Down. I present no further comment on that matter.
So this got to number 10 in the chart, and it turns out these were actually a teenager ABBA tribute band from Sweden.
Yeah.
This was their first and only single to go top 10 in the UK, and is the first single from the second album, Teen Spirit, which was their first original song. Everything else they'd done by this point in Europe had been
ABBA covers.
ABBA covers. This is like a proper Kids Bop track, isn't it, really? If Kids Bop was out in 2001, this would have been the lead track for it.
Yeah.
Like, this would have been the one that was all over the TV adverts.
Yeah, I know this one because of the hook, and because in recent weeks you've been singing it when we've been in the conversation like this.
Have I?
Yeah, there's been a few instances. Yeah, we've spoke about it a lot because you've got memories of it, of when it was out and stuff. Yeah, the ABBA thing's very strange. The B side of this is Super Trooper, which is how I then found out about the rest of the fact that all of the stuff so far is ABBA. They're of course from Sweden. I think it's quite nice that after doing so much Max Martin produced tracks over the last year and a half, we've actually got a real Swedish, act doing stuff. I mean, this couldn't sound anything less like Max Martin quality-wise if it tried. I don't know where I stand on it, really. I really don't know where I stand on it. Certainly it's infectious. Certainly it's fun. I mean, infectious as in coronavirus.
Oh, what would you say if I told you that out of all of the songs that we've listened to this week, this is the one that is the most lyrically relatable to me at this time of my life?
Oh, I'm not surprised. Yeah, well, you were a teen at this point, so I'm not surprised. Yeah,
I was doing my A-levels. I'd just gone from doing my GCSEs at one school where it was all A's and B's to then moving to a grammar school, a posh one, struggling to be taught the way those teachers taught, and was a C and a D. So I had literally gone from A's to D's in some subjects, and was like just losing my mind. So this was actually, it's not lyrical genius, don't get me wrong, but very, very relatable to like 17-year-old Scott at this point, who was, I think we might have been the first year of AS levels. You know, whenever AS levels came out, you got half of your grade in
the first year.
Your first year, and then you had to try work it out. But I messaged my mate Sarah, right, when I was watching it this morning. I was like, right, I'm going to take a screenshot of this and I'm going to send it to her and see if she can figure out what the song was. And she went, oh my God, it's 18s. And then she stopped replying and was like, why she stopped typing. And then she'd been online and gone down into 18s hole, and she was like, I remember every word, I remember every move. And I just remember being in Sarah's house and Sarah just absolutely smashing this out like she was one of the 18s crew. Like she just used to put on a show for us. And I think my attachment to it is just Sarah. Sarah's a brilliant singer and a really good performer, but I think my attachment was Sarah just losing her stuff to it and like absolutely nailing it and just having us, you know, when your friends are just idiots and you're just buckled because you're having such good crack. Like she was so good. But
if she wants to send in a rendition of it on a voice note, she can do. naughty00pod@gmail.com. I think she should do that.
She played it to her daughter Rachel, and Rachel gave it a big thumbs up, which is quite good too. But I do think that if I'm in Northern Ireland at any point again in the future, because I don't know if I can ever get there, I do feel like there's like some videos to be had of Sarah going through and dancing to some of the tracks. And there's one that I remember she used to smash, and she was so good at it that it was funny because she was so good at it. And we've discussed Sarah before. Sarah had the music channels, so she had all the music channels, which was great. But I can just remember Kylie Minogue, Can't Get Out of My Head, had a very specific dance routine, and Sarah just going around in this like little square with her arms doing everything perfectly, and just be like the best non-Kylie Minogue ever. It was just brilliant. But musically in this, or like lyrically, it's actually quite romantic for a teen song. Teenagers are dirty, smelly and hormonal. This just does a great teenage song for what it is. I think it's really, really good.
Well, one of the comments that I saw was, this song is so innocent and pure, I feel like my virginity is coming back to me after hearing it.
Oh, it can grow back, be careful.
Oh dear. Yeah, this is interesting. In terms of 18s, let's talk about the 18s as a group. 2 boys, 2 girls, ABBA, hello. Mm-hmm. There's that kind of Duracell bunny energy that all of these kind of like Kids Bop type acts have. It's kind of like holiday camp performers. You've got the Butlins and they've got the sort of the Redcoats. This is like the Redcoats in Sweden who have got a number 10 track in the pop charts. We've seen so many bands like this at this point that they really need to be good to stand out amongst quite a crowded, saturated market of pop bands. Are you convinced? I'm not too sure. They almost look too pristine. They look like grown in a lab pop band.
They do.
They do look like a grown in a test tube.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out, is it really modern camera effects? Did they stick really expensive 2001 filters on them? They look like they have had the best makeup work on their face done ever. Like,
oh yeah,
they look plastic.
They do.
They actually
really
do look
yeah.
plastic.
Yeah.
Are they beautiful? I think they're very pretty. I can't see how there'd be anything sexy about them. You know,
no.
Was I 17 when I found them sexy? But there is a very plastic Barbie Ken flawless child toy thing about them. I think it's exactly what it is. It's perfect for what it is.
Yeah, they were very much here for a short time. Well, here for a good time, not for a long time. Because with a name like 18s, with a look like this, what can they do next? What can they do from here? Do they do a Miley Cyrus and just do a big U-turn and go, yeah, we're gonna be fucking really hardcore now, or do they just stop? Which I guess they did.
I think this is a difficult one, right? And I think what we need to remember here is this got to number 10, right?
It's not bad, yeah.
Probably only got Music Channel play like this. I can't imagine Radio 1 ever having played this.
Chris Moyles might have ripped the piss out of it.
That's what I can kind of picture it. And then that's maybe why it got to number 10. But without the promo and without the backing of radio to get to number 10, they've done quite well with this.
Yeah, yeah.
And it is, do you know what it is? It's fun, right? And if you can't listen to it and enjoy it, you've forgotten what it was like to be a child.
Yeah.
You know, like I've enjoyed listening to it today and removing the Sarah memory. It's still just fun bubblegum pop. It's like the definition of bubblegum pop. You've got Volkswagen Beetles in the music video, which we've discussed before being the thing. They do some interesting things in the video where actually the cameras, you know, they're walking around walls up the sides and all of that kind of stuff.
Like, it looks the part of the video. I was impressed by the video, yeah. It looked like the splash bit of cash to make it look like the American reference points we'd seen so far.
Yes.
You know, it wasn't anything unique, but certainly it put you in that place. There was a bit of familiarity there.
Yeah, it could have been a 5 video.
Oh, very easily, yeah.
Weirdly enough, and I was hoping this was the person I was thinking of. It was produced by somebody called Patrick Keelty, and I really wanted it to be Patrick Keelty. You know, my Patrick Keelty off of Northern Ireland.
Keelty,
yeah. The link on Wikipedia was not clickable, so I'm thinking it's not our Patrick Keelty of Cat and Pat. But, you know, oh my God, it's really called Cat and Pat. Oh, shit. But yeah, Paddy Keelty doing his thing, bringing 18s upside down to the world, and number 10 in the UK. You can't make this stuff up.
You just can't. Why would you want to?